today. From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, you don't have to be super tall to still execute a good fade route. You run a good route, lean away from the defender.
How about a good pass?
There you go. There you go. You got to have that to finish things off, and they got the full combo on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll drop to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll set up a throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback. 31 yards. And the Steelers have regained the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. And now starting again here, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run with Harris. Dodges him at the 50. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
2nd down and inches. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup at 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He gets away from one. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns and run for another already in this first half as his guys begin 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Again, it's Harris on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Harris. Gets past one man. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 57 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now a first down carry for Harris. Gets around him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Miles Sanders, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Jacoby Brissett has thrown a touchdown pass.
Well, the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game. Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Eluding the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
That is caught, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now he's free up the right sideline. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnson, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get with.
He's got a man, complete, and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. They turn to Harris to begin the drive, pushing through the contact, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This is Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 94 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
57, mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Harris. A spin, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know Protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to... And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's another carry for Harris. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, good move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
166 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.